Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Hey guys, Professor Presbyterian back with another episode of Hey Professor, the show. We talk about everything you wanted to know about allied health, health information, health administration, health informatics, and business. I'm your Professor, Giovanni H. Presbyterian. Welcome back. This episode is going to be on EHR and EHR implementation. I'm going to be breaking that down into several episodes. I'm going to be going over EHR purchasing, EHR demoing, EHR legacy, EHR rollout, those types of things. So we're going to cover all those, but this first one is going to be about EHR shopping. Basically, you're going to be looking at different products out there and seeing what fits your needs from an organizational standpoint. Now, there's a lot that goes into purchasing an EHR. There's a lot that goes into making that decision. You would have to have an assessment, usually with yourself as a healthcare administrator. Usually, there's someone over you as in revenue cycle. You're looking at people from IT. You're looking at people who are clinical. People who are going to be documenting nurses, residents, and physicians alike. You're looking at lab, pharmacy. People from all over the organization are going to be involved because everybody's going to be having a hand in that pot. The EHR is important for more than just nurses, more than just doctors, and more than just HIM. It's important for everybody, including compliance and security. Everyone's going to have a stake in what's happening and what's going to happen, as it will affect not only their department, but the entire hospital or the entire organization going forward. Your ability to get buy-in from all of the different parts and components of your organization are going to be important. That means reaching out to those different department heads, expressing the importance of these matters, expressing the importance of these changes that are coming down the pipeline, and really making sure everybody knows what's going on and what's going to happen, or rather, even what should happen. You should have definable points within the rollout where you're meeting certain metrics and you're meeting certain milestones. This will be good and beneficial, as it will allow you to really know where you are in the process without having things go off the rails. Some organizations will hire a project manager to kind of manage the project, make sure it stays within budget and within task. Some will just kind of use people they have internally and really try to get there on their own. And that's okay either way. People do things differently everywhere you are. Assuming that you have gotten past the stage of needing buy-in and you have, let's say, a unanimous or near unanimous decision from everyone, at the upper level of leadership within your organization, you're going to have to establish a budget. You're going to have to establish a set of features that you're looking for, and you're going to really make sure that you're working, not only within those departments, but like I say, across revenue cycle, across patient access, which is usually registration and checking insurance and things like that, across HIM for the documentation going in, those kind of things, and also across IT for how it may work with other software that you may have. Once you've done that, typically a notice goes out, and that really lets all these organizations know, hey, I'm looking to make a purchase. A lot of these organizations will send reps and they'll kind of, want to demo the software for you. It's important that you understand everyone's trying to sell you something, and you know what that means. Everybody's your friend. Everybody's, the best. Everybody's very responsive because they're at that point of sale. They're at that point of trying to rope you in. That's not to say that the things they're saying about their products are not true. They may very well be true, but you have to, at the initial stage, temper your expectations. And you have to do so because for the benefit of your organization for the future, you want to make a major purchase that will probably stay with your organization for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe 30 years. And I mean that seriously. These companies are investing millions of dollars into these systems. They're not going to just get rid of them easily. So whenever a company does decide to make that leap and to buy an EHR or to lease the EHR, what have you, it's millions of dollars on the line, and it's something that's going to be with the organization for a long time. They would much rather, usually at that point, fix issues than have to start over wholesale. That means anything that they spent is a complete waste. So that's not likely what they're going to do. Vendors will come out and they will test their EHR product with you. They'll test it in front of you, and they'll have you kind of see it. At this point, you're kind of whittling down. You're not having everybody there. You're not having clinicians there. You're gonna probably form a subcommittee just with the HIM director, maybe somebody from patient access, maybe one overarching clinician, one physician like that documents a lot, or is probably the CMO of your organization, and you have one person from IT that handles security and interoperability. And you guys are gonna go and really make that decision and kind of get through the weeds of it and really kind of hone in on what you want as a product. Once you've decided on a product out of various different softwares and different types of EHRs, now comes the negotiation phase. Yes, they do negotiate. More often than not, the price is kind of hard set. Whatever it is, that's what it is. Sometimes you can get a little bit of wiggle room in where you negotiate them to come down, 500,000, something like that. But generally, the price is gonna be the price. There's not much room for haggling there. However, what you can negotiate on very well is the support that you get. And support is vital, especially in the beginning. Once you roll out this new EHR, it's going to be completely new. So you need people there who are going to not only train your staff, but roll out the bugs. And then after they train your staff, they're going to wean off slowly. So they're going to go into different phases. It's going to be, phase 1, where they're right there with you hand in hand. Phase 2, where they're phasing out, they're more remote. So you may have a once a week meeting with them. Phase 3, your remote meeting has moved to 1 month. Phase 4, now you're kind of on a as needed basis. Like, they're not checking in with you. You're only calling them when you need. And guess what? At that point, they're probably charging you for each service call. And that's what people have to understand. Things, these are the things that are negotiated behind the scenes. All right, guys, I'm going to keep this one short, like I said, because we're cutting it up into different chunks, because that's just how large a topic it is. Again, it's Professor Presbury. I enjoy you for watching my video. Thanks, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character. That is the true goal of education.